See a wall. Oh my god, that's so good. I love that.
There's a tag, part 9 or something.
What?
The tag of the
I can't
artist
see.
says part 9, part 9.
Hurricane what? I don't know, but it's awesome, man. I hope this ends up being like the picture that they use for it.
What is on
Oh, what does that say? Like West Palm Beach. Yeah, it's 2023 West Palm Beach. Oh shoot! I think there we go.
Wow.
South Florida bootlegs. Hold on, let me take this off of there. Let's just spin around here. I know, I'm just like so unfamiliar with everything down here these days. But years ago when it was Underground Coffee Works and the Groove and, O'Shea's and Respectables, ooh, back then everything was like so cool and it was just so, look at this. I love that they're doing this to these buildings. This is great. Look at that artwork, huh? Let's see on the next one. Look at Papa John's Pizzeria. That's a lovely display. Well, I don't think we're going to stop and see everything here. They're covering her up with shade over there.
She's eating a peach or a plum.
Oh, she's eating an apple. It's an apple. Yeah, so anyway, years ago, when we're going back like 20 years because Box Elder was playing, and we used to come down here, and Jace would be in his diaper, and guys would be drumming like in the little alcoves, and people would just be throwing money in the magic hat because Jace was so stinking cute. The drummers were really good, of course, but they just loved Jace. So anyway, so this is Olive. And
this is where you would be, right here?
Watch, yeah. So it was 123 Olive, and that's where Kai Graham was. He was the art director for downtown.
Wait, is this Olive?
Yeah, this way. Yeah, you can hold that like that.
You can't go down?
This one. So 123 Olive was like video, and this guy Kai Graham, he was the art director used downtown.
Hey, you want this?
Yeah. So, anyway, this is Ebernia. And we would come down here, so I think this is like 123 Olive. This is 223. So we would walk maybe 123. Anyway, we had Underground
215.
Coffee Works, the Wormhole.
So you're going down.
I mean, there was a bunch of like really cool places. And
wait, you gotta keep going.
I know, we're going.
Oh. Hot pies.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
Olive.
That was hot pies.
So, yeah, very cool. So we used to come down here to this fountain, right? It's going that way. And there was like
Duffy's
nothing down here. None of these cobblestone streets, none of these places. There was the pizza place down here.
Whoa, what is that thing? A little bus?
Yeah, just keep it that way. That's good.
I'm not. I want to get
forward.
grease.
Forward's good.
I got grease.
I'm gonna turn around. So it's like we had this fountain down here, and then we would just have the
drum circle there.
Play right there. There was a stage like a band show.
Nice.
And the bands would be playing in that band show, and it was. Then we had this pizza place here. That's been here forever. And then so it was right by the water. You had all this open grass. We had tons of people down here just selling jewelry on the grass. You know what I mean? Selling their hippie whatever.
I don't have you on it.
Oh, thank you. So selling their hippie whatever people were making at the time, which could have been anything. You know what I mean? Pipes, old bongs, whatever, drums. And it was just us. And I loved it because I knew, man, I came from New York and I knew how lucky these people were to have what they had down here, and it was like their own, you know. Look over there, isn't that cool too? And then we'll come up this way. I'm just gonna go like that around, and I don't know, it was just a really good time, and we used to hang out at O'Shea's, and we would talk about how we were going to clean up downtown because there was a lot of drugs down here. There was a lot of crack at the time and ice or whatever the heck was going on back in the day. And we did. I mean, everybody kind of worked together, especially Kai Graham and his crew, because they lived down here. So when their houses got robbed and stuff, they would hold on to the guy and have them take the guy in. And most of the time it was just drug addicts. And a lot of the drug addicts got reformed down here because people were actually helping them out to get reformed. But the ones who weren't like trying to be reformed and they were just trying to, you know, rob people and try to stick you up in the alley and, you know, break into cars and steal your shit and then sell it to other people. Like, I would be like, I ain't buying that shit. Go put it back, man. What is wrong with you, dude? We're trying to clean this place up so, you know, it's comfortable for people to come down here and jam and bring their families and have a good time. And sometimes you could actually talk sense into these people and they would change. It was the strangest thing ever. But then a lot of the musicians who came down started getting hooked on drugs. I mean, it was a crazy, weird exchange. But so many people started coming down here Thursday nights, and they decided to keep the Thursday night thing going on. The mayor decided she was going to take over, and no longer could we have our bands come and play. The bands had to be like legit from companies or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then no longer could anybody just, you know, sell their goods on their blanket outside. You know, they had to have a vendor's license and everything had to be licensed. It was all like a bunch of red tape stuff, and nobody wanted to jump through those hoops. And then we used to hang out on the 500 block, like on the other side of the tracks. And they started building this stuff down here. So this stuff just came like boom, boom, boom. They started putting in bars and building stuff, and it became like a meat market. It was like a total, the whole hippie thing was just on the other side of the tracks, and, you know, the music, like, you know, the original music. That's what we were pushing, were original music. So if you were a band and you had original music, we wanted you to be able to play your stuff everywhere, which is happening now. I mean, that movement really went over big, and Box Elder was basically the band that, you know, flourished the whole thing, got it all going. And we just would go from place to place asking, oh, Box Elder should play here, Box Elder should play here, you know. And they were so good, they had such a great following, and we would just pull people off the street and get them on our mailing list. And, you know, and Matty had this mailing list, like, on lockdown, man. He just had, that stuff was going out constantly, boom, boom, boom. So everybody knew where Box Elder was playing, and our crew got bigger. And then, you know, Sense and Doorway 27 and all these, you know, other bands. We had Gigolo Big and the Barflies. I mean, there were just so many bands. I can't even remember all the names. There were so many of them. And people just started playing out and getting their music out there, and original bands were, you know, a thing now. So anyway, this is a two-way street, right? Okay.
Do you want to stop?
No, because
You want to continue?
yeah, we'll just finish it because I
Okay.
wanted to go up this
Okay.
road, and then we can end it. But
Yeah, we're on
so
a
this
two-way.
is Clematis, and then we're gonna go up to like where So this is where we had a lot of the protests on the right side of the street. This is where we were protesting like GMOs before all this stuff was here. And it was just like a library or whatever. And then the tracks is where we basically all hung out. We didn't have, this was like a parking lot, not a parking garage. That was Spanky's, and then it turned into, oh no, that's Respectables. Wait, where the frick was Spanky's? We always had Respectables, and we had the Groove record store over there. I think Spanky's was on the other corner. I always thought, for some reason I always thought this was Spanky's, but I guess not. And then there was always a pizza place there, and then Ray's Blues Bar, and then, what was that other place called that was right there? Oh Jesus! And there's like, that's O'Shea's. That's a famous place right there. And then the alleys behind behind these clubs. What the heck was the name of the place that was right by O'Shea's? I'm trying to think. Oh my God! Ah! It's at the tip of my tongue. We would hang out back here. So this is where we smoked before we were allowed to really smoke. Everybody be partying back here. And this is basically the alley that, you know, some people would try to stick you up back here. And I would be like, dude, I laugh at these people. I was like, what are you doing, really? Come on. You're in the wrong neighborhood to be doing this. There's no money here, you know. Anyway, we would hang out back here, and so this is actually behind, I think that's O'Shea's. I cannot think of the name of that club. Anybody listening to this knows the name of that club, except for me. Anyway, this was like a crazy alley at some point. It didn't have all these fences and stuff. It was just like seedy as anything. And we would park our cars back here, smoke our weed here, and then this place was great because it definitely, on the other side, housed a lot of really good music.
Watch.
I see him. He's coming in quick, bro. I'm trying to think. I mean, there was so much stuff going on down here that was just, now it's not. But Respectables is a staple, man. It has stayed. And Ray's Blues Bar was awesome. And
is that still here?
it's not here. Dude, that name of that club is on the tip of my tongue. It keeps if it would just come out, that'd be great. Speakeasy! Ah, finally. Dang.
What about the Speakeasy?
That was the name of the club that was next to Ray's. So this is like, uh-oh, the house is gonna blow down. I opened the window. So, wine tasting room. Okay, so now there's your icon. It's Respectable on this side. Look at what's here. What is that thing? We should go sit in there. You see it?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's buggy.
Very cute. That looks like the active bar in the neighborhood right there. Now, and that's where Ray's was pretty much.
Really?
The Groove and Ray's. And now look at this place. Now, is that place still here that we're looking for? Rush Marijuana?
Medical
I
marijuana
think it's
doctor.
this place right here.
What is this?
But now it says artist. Oh, you love that. That's Einstein. Well, now it's pretty nice out. We're just parking going there.
What do you mean
Um,
Einstein?
It's called Subculture. It's still here. All right, cool. Just go park this baby. I should just go in there. I'm such an around-the-block person. Anyway, yeah, Subculture's down here now. We didn't have that before, and that was really cool. The train station is completely changed. And that's it for our little ride downtown. And me, like, forgetting names. Sorry.